high yields on stable coins, yeah, that's where my bag at. All I really need is Wi-Fi, get money on DeFi, mega cash on M.I.M.S. You better run when the runners run, show you how to get your money up. Dollar inflated like bubble gum, markets are jumping like double dutch. Buying up gold till I get a ton, crypto, yeah, I got some. You better run when the runners run, you better run when the runners run.
Welcome in, runners. It's Tuesday, March 5th, 2024. What an amazing year. It just keeps getting better and better and more interesting as we continue to predict the future and manifest the reality that we want. As always, I got my good brother here, Ricardo Hamilton, aka M.I.M.S, making it make sense, brother. What a day. And things just are interesting in 2024, aren't they?
Look, brother, you know we gotta start the show off with the clink.
Yeah, two bars, baby. Let's go.
Because you know what we're doing: constantly, continuously, consistently building wealth in precious metal assets and crypto. So you know we got a phenomenal show for you guys today. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Well, you know, the day started off a little weird when all of a sudden I couldn't log into my Facebook.
Yeah.
And right away, I'm like, oh crap, did I get hacked? I'm freaking out. And then within 2 minutes, there's a voice text from Ricardo. Like, I think I got hacked. Like, what's going on here? And I'm like, Ricardo, we both got 2FA. How could we get hacked? Right. And luckily, we got Telegram, and we were in the runner's Telegram, and we find out Facebook's down, IG's down, you're all good. Okay. But it's going through my head. Like, did I click on a link? Did I do something wrong? Like, and I was like backing up passwords left and right. I'm like, what's going on here? So M.I.M.S, your thoughts on that. And then we're going to kind of teach people the solution moving forward here.
Yeah, man, I was sweating. I really was, because the main thing two things came to my head. One, my ability to reach people and provide the value that I love to do, you know, to the marketplace. But second was just that if I did get my account hacked, the scammers are literally going to have a field day with, you know, my followers and friends, and they thinking it's me. And that's just horrible. That's happened too many times with fake accounts that have been created. I definitely don't want it to really come from my main account. And, you know, and some people will fall for it. But now, brother, when I saw my account, I couldn't get in, I was panicked, brother. And you heard the message I left you.
Yeah.
You heard the tone in my voice. I was like, man, they got me. They got me. But no, it was crazy. It was a relief to hear that it wasn't just me, and that, you know, something that happened around the world and the servers was down. And then eventually we got back access to our account. But it just goes to show how reliant we are. Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about this on this system, brother. But yeah, it was crazy.
And again, that was what I was concerned about too. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if they start messaging people and they think it's really me and they scam people? That was my major concern. And it, like, you know, when I messaged our two Telegram groups, the VIP and the regular one, I was like, listen, guys, I think I might have gotten hacked. Like, if I message you, like, it's not me. And so again, guys, always verify whether it's with a video or a voice note from us, to make sure it's us before you send money or really do anything, send any personal information. You just got to be very, very aware of your surroundings especially when you're working in the digital realm. So let's see here really quick. Okay. We're going to talk about what happened with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency today, because I got a lot of questions about that. I think this was planned. Number one, last night on the live, we told you guys probably to take some profit because the fear and greed was at 90. Okay. And dog, frog, and cat coins were going up 300%. So when that happens, that's like the last blow off of that current cycle when you see the meme coins go crazy. Number two, we hit the all-time high of 69,000 something. And we bounced off of it. That's normal. Okay. We held our support at 62. Don't freak out. Nothing's going crazy. But I saw something else. I think part of it was the Facebook thing, because I saw that happen right away. And then just randomly, just another coincidence, M.I.M.S,
Mm,
Bitcoin Euro suffers flash crash on Coinbase. The tumble occurred shortly after Bitcoin hit a record high, and they go into this. It took 10 minutes to return to parity with the euro trading. Flash crashes are typically attributed to a lack of liquidity or a fat finger trade. So what they're saying is basically somebody made a stupid trade that didn't make any sense because they have a
mm,
fat finger, and all of a sudden, literally right around the same time as this Facebook and Instagram outage, this happens because people
mm.
freak out when something like this happens. And I did the same thing. I was like, I saw some of my positions get liquidated and my stop losses hit. And I was like, should I sell this? Should I sell that? And so anytime you have that uncertainty, people tend to panic sell. And I think this little drop today was basically the powers that be wanting to keep Bitcoin down so they can keep buying it before it breaks that all-time high. Mims, anything you want to add here?
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. When the big boys get in, you can expect this. This is something that we're probably going to see more events like this, take place. We know that they're in position now where they can manipulate the market. You know what I mean? So at this point, you almost got to expect it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they market psychology, of course. Any type of news like that goes out, people are going to sell. Just out of uncertainty or close their positions because of massive volatility. But like you said, Mike, interestingly enough, if they caught the runners show last night, we told people, fear and greed index up at 90 like that. I mean, we get into towards all-time highs. That's not when you buy, because we were like, no, it's not necessarily the time to buy. It's the time to take profits or even short the market. And lo and behold, we didn't know this event would take place. But nonetheless, it is typical considering the dynamics and factors that are at play. So
Yeah, this is totally normal. Okay, don't freak out. Again, just always be calm and make rational decisions. Okay, so Bitcoin is at about 63,000 now. Okay, that's a 7% drop. That's nothing crazy. All right. And again, this is what's going to happen is Bitcoin will go up a bunch, it'll drop, and then we'll see a lot of the altcoins shoot up. So, we still have things that went up the last 24 hours: Starknet, Optimism, Optos, Arweave. So it's nothing to freak out about. We still got meme coins up, 100% for the week. So nothing too crazy when it comes to the cryptocurrency market. But here's the thing, guys. This is kind of the focus of tonight's episode is we want to get you prepared to move in this digital space. And Ricardo and I have spent the last week or two, well, really the last couple years, helping people learn how to move in this space. And we really need you guys to get ready and take proactive measures because we don't always have the time to hold your hand and walk you through everything. So we want to get you prepared and get the tools that you need to move here, right? Like the things we're going to talk about tonight, it would be like somebody going out in a jungle without water or shoes or a compass or matches or rations or a backpack or a tent or a sleeping bag. Okay. So if you don't have these things and you're trying to live in 2024 in this digital space and you don't have that, it would be the equivalent of you going out and camping or being in the wilderness without these things. Mims, do you need to Mims that anymore?
no, brother, you broke that down. Yeah, I mean that made sense right there. I mean, it's a fact. There's certain things you got to have, and certain things you got to know, and that's what we're here for.
All right, let's get it rolling then, guys. Okay, and I'm going to build I didn't have time, but I'm going to build like a list with links for all of these tools, okay? So if you want to get that later, just look down below in the description. You can join the Free Runners app or join the Free Runners Facebook group, and that link's not on there right now. But just look down below. The links are there. I'm going to send out like a whole PDF Google Doc with all these links to the right stuff, because this is important, guys. This is your life, okay? It is going to be digital in some way, okay? The first thing you need, everybody needs what is called a two-factor authenticator. The short form is called 2FA. Okay. It's very easy to steal your email and password. Essentially, anyone can steal your email. Like right now, I could get $20, go to the black web and get your email address and your password. Okay. It's out there. It's just you're not important enough for somebody to steal it. Okay. You need a 2FA on everything that's possible. It's a 6-digit code that changes every 20 seconds. Okay. So get this on your Facebook, get this on your bank, get this on any website that you log into that you possibly can. Okay. So there's something that right, is your password. You typically do not want a 2FA that uses text. If you can get one that uses your text or a text message, they'll like text you a 6-digit code. Try to not use that. Try to have an app on your phone that changes every 20 seconds. Okay. That's the difference between a 2FA and an MFA, which is multi-factor. And again, we're not going to like necessarily tell you guys what to do. Do your own research. A lot of people use Google Authenticator. Again, I don't really trust or like Google. Neither do I Microsoft. Okay. Authy is a pretty good one. I would look at something like LastPass, because part of this as well with 2FA is also a password manager. If you don't have a password manager in 2024, you are crazy. If you are using the same damn password on every single website, you are crazy. Stop doing it. Get a 2FA and password manager. All right, M.I.M.S. Yeah, I'll be the bad cop tonight. You can be the good cop. So I'm getting the old teacher back in me. So make it make sense and make sure people understand why they need these two things right now.
Yeah, brother. This ain't complicated at all. I ain't got too much to M.I.M.S. I'm sitting here enjoying the class as everybody else should. I mean, most people know about 2FA. They probably didn't know about the other apps that you can, utilize to do the same function, especially like LastPass, obviously being able to secure your passwords as well. But this is huge. It's one of the biggest things is cybersecurity. Okay. Your security is utmost importance. Like that's number one. That's your foundation. And then you build on top of that. So no, that's some great advice.
And Marcus, you guys can check to do your own research. Avera Password Manager. I haven't heard of them. And I definitely know that 2FA text messaging can be hacked, but I haven't heard. I'm sure there's a way to do it, right? But you're trying to mitigate your risk. I've never heard of somebody that has a correct 2FA set up on their email and on their authenticator being hacked. Most of the time this happens is a Twitter account gets hacked. Or also one tip, your phone carrier. Specifically tell them, I can't remember what it's called, but you want an extra layer of security on your SIM card. They'll do these SIM card switches where they'll call your Verizon or AT&T and, it's like, hey, this is Joe Schmo. I need to reset my SIM. And they'll get the phone carrier to reset your SIM, and then they can somehow like get into your phone. Okay. So you want to make sure whatever phone carrier you have, call them and say, I want a added layer of security on my SIM card. Leo Trades, one of the biggest YouTube, crypto influencers on the world, got hacked because he didn't have 2FA on his Twitter, and they somehow did a SIM swap on him. So those two things will mitigate a lot of your risk. Number 2 is Telegram. I'm not saying Telegram's bulletproof, but I think it's one of the most popular encrypted messaging services we have. And somebody told me today they don't have a Telegram. And it kind of blew me away. I'm like, I thought everyone had a Telegram. In the crypto space, you need a Telegram, and don't ever message anyone that just messages you on Telegram, because you'll get these people, hello, look at my crypto project. But M.I.M.S, how do you utilize Telegram, and maybe even talk kind of about what you told me Black Nation had?
Yeah, I mean, so obviously, platforms like Telegram and the like, they're always updating, adding features. And now inside of Telegram, it's almost like a Discord. I really don't like using Discord,
Hmm.
but I like the look and feel of Telegram. And if Telegram was like a Discord, which it is now, which they have that feature, it's really sweet. And then with Telegram, most people, yes, I believe everybody should have a Telegram. At this stage in the game, um, and another thing, what is that? StreamYard. They make updates where now you can go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. You know what I mean? So these companies are always making enhancements, and so yeah, everybody should have a Telegram, in my opinion. Why not?
And we realized this 2 or 3 years ago, and I don't remember if it was when we got banned or shadow banned or something happened, but we were like, if Facebook goes down, how do we even communicate to people? So down below, or I will send it out, but I will send it out in the runners Facebook group. So get in the runners Facebook group. I will put our free Telegram. Okay. I put free calls in there. Keep you guys up to date on everything that's happening in the world. So make sure you get Telegram, join the free runners Telegram so you can stay connected. This one, okay, is called Signal. All right. This, as far as I'm understanding it, is the most private, secure way to get with people if something happens. Okay. Or you want to keep things very, very private. Share without insecurity. They have messages that can disappear. You can speak freely. Have groups. There's no ads, there's no trackers. It's free. And I remember we talked about this when, I don't know, there were so many crazy things that happened the last 4 years. I can't remember, but something happened. I'm like, shoot, we need to get Signal if, a lot of the big tech companies go down. And I think it definitely works without the internet, but, I can't remember why, but I would just tell you guys, get this app. Have you used Signal at all yet? I don't know if we've messaged on there.
I have Signal. I haven't interacted with it too much, but I am aware of how secure it is and its efficiency. So it's definitely something that is definitely good to know about and use as well. But yeah, Signal is pretty solid.
And yes, Wallet Guard app. I've heard of this. I haven't used it yet, but I agree that is another good one. I will include that and send it out when I send out this to everyone. A couple of the runners have mentioned that. The big thing is you want to be careful about what links you click on. Be very careful about Googling or just searching for something. Always go to a trusted source to get a link, especially if you're dealing in crypto and connecting your wallet. All right, this one's a no-brainer, guys. If you do not have a VPN in 2024, you are absolutely crazy, especially if you deal with cryptocurrency. Okay, get a VPN. There are free ones. Even the good ones are like $3 a month. Okay, as much time as we spend online, to not spend $3 to hide your privacy and not expose your IP address to every website you go to. Okay, please, please, please get a VPN. Okay, there's NordVPN. I don't really like Norton or Total VPN, to be honest with you. I've tried those. I use Nord. That's what I prefer. ExpressVPN is okay. CyberGhost. There's a bunch of them out there. Do your research. I'll shoot my link out later for the NordVPN, but you must get a VPN. Yes.
Yeah,
Marcus, it is a must.
Yep, I got my VPN.
All right. Actually, let me put this one first. Okay. Rabby Wallet. If you're just starting out, it's okay. I'll let you do most of this, M.I.M.S. If you're just starting out, it's okay to be on an exchange only. But eventually, you need to move your cryptocurrency off an exchange. Because what if today wasn't just Facebook and IG? What if Coinbase and Crypto.com and Kraken and Binance all went down? and the market could go up or the market could go down. I don't know what it would do. The point is, you wouldn't be able to access your cryptocurrency. M.I.M.S, I know this is in your wheelhouse, so I'll let you take over.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a great point. We always say it all the time, not your keys, not your crypto. A lot of people ask, what's the best wallet, to store your assets in? And, we talk about this all the time. MetaMask be a little janky, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. To be able to utilize Rabby is huge. It's a great, wallet. And, we use it for pretty much everything that we do as well. So yeah, definitely Rabby gets a 2 thumbs up with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Janice, I'm sure that was just a coincidence that it was Super Tuesday and Facebook and Instagram went down.
All right.
Just another coincidence.
Yeah, like everything else.
Yeah, that's right. And again, eventually you start on an exchange, then you go to a decentralized wallet, then you need to get to a cold wallet where you have an extra layer of security on your crypto. Marcus mentioned two of the more popular cold wallets as well, Treasure and Ledger. You guys can check those out and see if you like those ones. But this is the new bank. Okay. We no longer need traditional banks in the real world, but you definitely do need a cold wallet bank. Now, I have tried Treasure and Ledger. I did not care for them. They were too small and just complicated. I prefer SafePal. Choose your SafePal wallet. They have a couple different ones. I like these ones way better. And again, I'm not saying you need to do this right away in crypto, but once you get to where you have, $5,000, $10,000, you want to get some sort of a cold storage wallet. Okay. Nothing keeps you safer in crypto than education and a cold storage. So again, a cold storage wallet is a must. Now, this one might surprise some people, but with the election coming up, you know what they're going to do, right, Ricardo? They're going to censor things. They're going to take things down. The deep fakes this election cycle, I think, are going to be crazy. So make sure you're getting on something like Rumble and getting like real alternative news. Or if YouTube goes down, make sure you have the people you're following on Rumble because they're not censoring them and you don't have big tech controlling what you're going to see. And you've kind of taken, you get why people would want to use Rumble, right, M.I.M.S?
Oh, without a doubt. That's why we use Rumble. You know what I'm saying? It's just like why people will go to, X,
Yep.
It's the same concept. I mean, there are platforms and places where we can go where we're going to have, our freedoms and ability to, share and communicate better than we are going to have on other platforms where they're part of the wokeism.
Right. All right. Next one. All right. Is the Runners app. Okay, guys. Down in the link below, you can get the free Runners app. There's a website version. There's an app version you can download that's called Business Glue. M.I.M.S, make it make sense. Why do people need to make sure they get the Runners app?
Yeah, you gotta stay plugged in. We always putting stuff in there. We're gonna add some more stuff in here probably this week, make some changes around. But yeah, when we say you better run when the runners run, okay, that's where you start. You right there in the Runners app. We put everything that we doing inside that app: precious metals, crypto, cash flow plays, opportunities, and everything else. So look for some more advancements and things coming out. But yeah, definitely make sure you have the Runners app. You gotta be in the Runners app. I mean, I don't know what you're doing if you ain't in the app.
And this allows us to send out push notifications. So even if all those other places went down, as long as there was still internet or cell phone coverage, we could still send you guys push notifications.
Yeah, facts.
M.I.M.S, I'll let you take this one. Why does everyone need to know about changenow.io?
Yeah, man. So many people want to know, how do I get this coin, or how do I send this coin here, or or I'm on this network on Ethereum, and how do I get it to the Binance Smart Chain network? So we use Change Now to literally swap any asset on essentially on any network. Okay, it does it for you, and it will send it right where you want it to go. I've used it countless times to send BNB, USDT, or USDT on the Binance Smart Chain, turned it into Bitcoin, moved the Bitcoin around, and put the money in my bank. This is where you swap. So if you ever want to swap a cryptocurrency for another cryptocurrency and it was on another network, right, we use Change Now for that.
Yeah, guys, this is a must. Like, it's not hard to use. It's very simple. I've been using it for 3 or 4 years. I've only had one issue one time. I contacted support. They took care of it right away. Good question by Marcus. What web browser is the best one? So I agree with you. I would recommend Brave, but I've just run into issues where whether it was the company or a crypto website, it still seems like you need to use Chrome. There's just so many things when it comes to web management and codes that it's hard to get away from Chrome. But I would say if you're not doing anything crazy, try to use Brave browser. That would be the best for sure.
Yeah.
And good to see our brother Cole from Down Under. Yes, Change Now is dope. It's something you definitely want to know because, there's other ways, like there's bridges. That's kind of too complicated for some people, and we teach you guys about that in the Runners app. But most of the time, like if you have Bitcoin, you don't want to take your Bitcoin and send it to Coinbase and then trade to whatever that you need. And then that's going to make a trading fee. And then you got to send it out and they charge a fee for that. And sometimes they'll hold it and it's just a disaster. Okay. So Change Now makes it super simple. And M.I.M.S, you've done this better than I have. But here's my point on this, guys. You have to learn and embrace how to use AI now. It's not going away. Okay. Don't be like some boomer and put your head in the sand. Just be like, AI sucks. Okay. If you're not learning how to use AI, it's like saying email doesn't matter in the 1990s. So, M.I.M.S, why do you think people need to at least just dabble? I'm not saying go out and take a course for 40 hours, even though that's a good idea, but just learn how it works and what it is.
Yeah, you are naturally a creator. You have ideas, and one thing about AI, it brings those to life easier for you than it was before. And so, even if it comes down to how to do something, whatever it is, AI can break it down for you. The whole course, the whole curriculum, the subjects, the title, it'll give you the content. you know so whatever you're doing, ask AI, how can I do it better? How do I do a campaign? How can I market this better? You'll be amazed at what comes back to you, and then from that response your brain will come up with another response, and next thing you know, you've found a way to where it's feasible for you to make whatever it is that is a dream for you to become a reality in the real world. AI is very powerful in that sense. AI is a tool for creators. It's going to make it easier for you to create, and we all have a creative ability in us. And so whatever you are doing, AI is there to enhance that for you, especially like ChatGPT. AI is good. It just comes down to who's using it.
Yeah, it really does make you a superhuman, right? So, for example, today's prompt, if you look at the video right below it in the description, that 3-sentence description of this video was written by ChatGPT. If I would have written it, it would have taken me about 3 to 4 minutes to come up with it and type it out. I went to ChatGPT. I said, write me a 3-sentence YouTube video description about why it's important to have these 10 tech tools because of the Facebook outage. 2 seconds, copy and pasted. I changed 4 words because they sounded weird. It didn't sound like me. So I still edited it. I still molded it, but I just learned how to use the AI to make my life easier and speed up my
Yeah.
production. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. I mean, you can ask it to make it understandable for a fifth grader, you know what I'm saying, or a third grader, or, you know, write it out in a college professional level, you know, or whatever it is. It will do it. It will get it done.
All right. So, yes, we are moving forward with technology. Yes, you need to learn how to use it. Yes, we need to embrace it. But you can't forget where we have been, and you have to be ready if you cannot use this technology. So, you need a notebook for your crypto seed words and passphrases. And you need to start writing more. I mean, on paper. You need to start writing down things that matter, manifestations, affirmations for yourself, diaries. Because what if one day we don't have these digital things? You want to have those there. And it's funny, Ricardo, we can talk about all the digital security that we want, but having things that are physical sometimes might be the safest and things that last the longest. What are your thoughts on that, M.I.M.S?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a really great point. The best way to secure your digital assets is on paper.
Boom. Yep.
You know, that you can't get any better than that. And of course, inside the debt store, they have a seed phrase book. I have one myself, and I needed it. I knew once that I saw the idea, I was like, oh, genius, because I had all these seed phrases written on a spiral notebook or on different little sheets of paper. It was all kind of unorganized. But now I got a book. It has, you know, my account, the wallet address. It has my seed phrases. It has my passwords in it. It's all organized. I make whatever little notes I need there. So this is how you organize all your seed phrases, passwords, private keys, mnemonic phrases, all that stuff, right there with that debt seed phrase book. So definitely recommended to get that book, especially with all the wallets you're going to have.
Right. You have to go to the physical to secure the digital. I don't know if anyone has ever said that before, but I want to patent pen it right now. You have
Right.
to go to the physical to secure the digital. Write that down, kids.
Yeah.
Couple great questions here. Melissa, it is Chat
Oh,
GPT.
yeah.
The website is chat.openai.com is the most popular. There's tons of AI websites. I mean, we should literally do it. We could do a AI video every single day if we wanted to.
Yeah.
And great point by Marcus. Never take screenshots of your seed words. So while we are here, this is like my biggest pet peeve, okay? You do not copy and paste your seed words. You don't take a photo of it. You don't email it to yourselves. You don't even print it out. I wouldn't even save it on your computer on an encrypted drive unless you're some super genius computer person. Nothing digital with your seed words. I get it. It's like the biggest oxymoronic statement. Your digital assets, you cannot save anyway digitally. It must all be physical in the real world is the only way to secure your digital assets on the blockchain.
Yeah.
Do not ever send them to anyone on Telegram. Even if you think it's me and I say, Ricardo, trust me, just message me your 12 seed words. Don't do it. Okay.
No.
All right. Last one. M.I.M.S, I'm going to let you take this out of the park. Just as if to secure the digital, we need physical. It's precious metals, especially silver. We know about silver when it comes to precious metals. Give me that clank. But more than half of its demand comes from industries. 50% of the use of silver is industrial, over 10,000 uses. Blockchain and cryptocurrency could not exist without silver. Okay. Medical devices, photography, almost anything you can think of, solar panels, cars, nothing would exist. Electricity without silver. It is the most undervalued asset. And if you don't have it in your own physical possession, okay, you are not going to survive what is coming our way. M.I.M.S, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, gotta have access to physical silver. Massively undervalued physical asset. We get fired up and excited every time we talk about metals because we understand its role in the global economy throughout history, and then we understand the massive opportunity that we have to accumulate metals at this time. But you know, it's the same dynamics that people get excited about with crypto when they talk about the use case or the limited supply or its ability to hedge against inflation and things of that nature. Well, just like Mike said, you know, there's limited amount of silver, and it's needed in our industrial revolution. You know what I mean? It's used in industry. So it's using, obviously, like we talked about solar panels and photography and medicine and everything else. And, you know, for us to be able to accumulate this metal and it's returning back to its role as money in the global economy is huge. I mean, there's a reason that JP Morgan is sitting on over 600 million ounces of silver. You know, there's a reason why gold and silver is money, you know, all around the world, you know, and it's God's money mentioned from Genesis to Revelations, you know, so you definitely want to, in regards to crypto, once again, you know, the best way to secure your digital profits is in physical metal.
Yes.
You know, because once again, you're still exposed to being connected to the internet, which they control, you know, which of grid down scenarios, cyber attack. They're trying to say Russia's putting EMPs in space to get rid of our satellites, all type of stuff. You know, they take down the grid. If you don't have access to the internet, is my point, right? But what, you know, you don't have access to your digital, but you want to make sure that you have some physical, especially physical silver. Silver 50% from its all-time highs. For us to be able to get it at this price is crazy. Gold at all-time highs. We saw Bitcoin almost break all-time highs. And silver, an actual industrial metal that's needed in the real world and is growing in use case, and there's less of it around and less of it being mined. Massive opportunity. So that's why we get excited about helping people get precious metals without having to pay more, like a markup or a premium. You actually can get it at the best price possible. So we're doing some exciting things with that as well. But yeah, Mike, everybody needs physical silver.
And as I said, you cannot secure the digital without the physical. So we can do all these things on the blockchain, okay? But if you're not writing it down, you can't secure it. Same thing with your profits in crypto, okay?
Yeah.
Your dog with a hat can go up 300% in a day. But I don't know if dog with a hat's going to be around in 10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good call. I'm glad you bought a dog meme coin and you made 300%. All right.
Right.
But until you secure that in at least some of it into something physical, it does not become real. It does not become secure. Okay. So go ahead and buy cat with hat or whatever is going to come out next. If you want to put a little bit of money in that, but when it goes up 1,000%, at least take 10% of that and put it into real physical metals, right? And we teach you guys how to do this. We have the process, we have the companies, we have the connections to show you how to take your cryptocurrency and turn it into real physical silver that you can touch in the real world, because you must have the physical to secure the digital.
Yep.
Woo! Fire show, brother. Fire show.
Yep. I'm telling you, this stuff is epic. It's priceless, this information that we're sharing. Just make sure y'all share it out. There's things that people don't know. They won't know unless somebody tells them. And we're going to make sure that we continue to scream for the rooftops, constantly, continuously, consistently build wealth and precious metal assets and crypto. All right. And give you the tips and tricks and tools and trades and everything else. Go ahead, brother.
No, this is a great question, Melissa. We get this questions a lot. Don't worry. In hard times, how will you be able to use these metals? You want to take this one first, Mims, or you want me to? What do you think?
Look, I recently had some hard times, right? No, but I mean, this is the beautiful thing about having real money. So it's saving. Metal is not an investment. Okay, we do not invest in gold and silver. We save. It's insurance for your money. It ensures a purchasing power. You will always have money. If you have gold and silver, you always have money. So you never have to worry about that. So if you want to make sure you always have money, always have some gold and silver. Now, what we do with our gold and silver is you can leverage it, right? So you can obviously use it as collateral for a loan, right? Or what I do a lot of times, I got a jeweler and I go see my jeweler and I give him the silver and he gives me the value of the silver in cash. I take the cash, go make some investments, get my money back, go pay the jeweler and get my silver back. There's a lot of people who fell on hard times, but because they saved in gold and silver, it helped them pay their bills that month. It helped them, provide and keep a roof over their head because they had something of value for tough times that was increasing in value. We've been saving in silver since around $15, $16 an ounce. I have, and gold around maybe $1,200 an ounce. And now look at gold at all-time highs, over $2,100. And silver still at a great value. The money is still retained. But if you leave it in cash, you know what I'm saying, you're just getting eaten by inflation and taxes. So yeah, you leverage it. It's money. It's one of the most easy liquidatable assets. Whether you go to a gold and silver refinery near you, a gold dealer, a jeweler, pawn shop, it doesn't matter. It's money. You can liquidate it very easily.
Or if you have a membership in an exclusive group that gives you the best buyback price. But I want to take this a different way, Mims. Me being a history teacher, Melissa, let's say internet stops working. Worst case scenario. Okay. Right. We go back to we were living during Jesus times, during Muhammad times, the Romans, the Greeks. What was still money back then? Silver and gold. How did they exchange it? They bartered. They cut it into little pieces. I mean, even as far back as over 500 years ago, you would go and turn your gold in to a bank and take out loans. So even if the internet and electricity stops working, gold and silver are time tested and true to survive wars, famine, natural disasters. And we can even go to The Walking Dead. Okay, I love The Walking Dead. Zombie apocalypse. What did they still want? Silver for bullets, for medicine, for electricity conduction. So even if we want to go to the zombie apocalypse, people are still going to need, and have to have physical gold and silver. There is nothing more secure, nothing more safe than those two precious metals, and really any metal at this point. But go ahead, Mims.
Yeah, I mean, one of the other most powerful things in hard times, if you don't got access to clean water, at least you can purify that water with some silver. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Silver purifies water. Go and throw a couple of silver coins, in a cup or something with your water in there. I mean, silver has so many benefits to it, especially colloidal silver. We talking about silver.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Colloidal silver. That's all I take.
Yeah. When I get sick, as soon as I start to feel something in my throat, I'm just dropping colloidal silver in my mouth.
Yeah, facts all day. It kills thousands of viruses, antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, anti everything. It's really good. But that's the benefit of silver. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to have metals in a hard time. That's specifically what you want to have is real money.
That's what they're built for.
Yeah.
Right. That's the problem right now. Times are too good. The powers that be are pushing the price down so people don't see their real value. That's That's what we're about, is trying to get you to see that real value before you need it.
Yep.
All right. Fire show M.I.M.S.
Yeah.
We're going to be picking up the pace, guys, running as fast as we can. Get into the Telegram, the free and the VIP. Get in the runners free app. We are putting out lots of content and helping as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Should
Last
we
thing
lace up? Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. Last thing I'll say is, look, for those who know, emails done went out. The biggest thing that ever happened in the precious metal space has taken place. People are getting in position, so make sure that you guys are plugged in, because it's happening. It's happening. It's happening fast. Locking your positions. Look, if you don't know what we're talking about and you're buying precious metals, you've been overpaying. Straight point blank period. And the days of overpaying for platinum, silver, gold, palladium, those days are over. Okay. Yeah, definitely reach out. Run when the runners run. I'm just telling you right now. We tell you for a reason. We don't say these things.
If you haven't joined in 2024, you haven't joined, just to be clear.
Fact.
Colloidal silver, I get mine from InfoWars, Alex Jones. M.I.M.S, do you have a source?
The best place to get it is purestcolloids.com. They not only have colloidal silver, but they got colloidal copper, colloidal platinum, colloidal
Can you spell
gold,
that?
purest, and then colloids. www.purest, PUREST, and colloids, COLLODIAO, something like that.
Is it
Purest
.com?
Yeah, .com. Put me on
Let's see if I can get that before we leave.
Purest colloids. You might pull up the website. Yeah, see if you can pull that up on screen.
That's where I'm going. I got it, I think.
Yeah, they got all different sizes. It's really a great site. One of the best sites ever found for colloidal metals.
Is this it?
Yeah, purest colloids. Yep, miso silver. Yep. Yeah, you can make it yourself too, but I ain't making it. I get it right from this site. Good price. But yeah, miso.
Melissa, we will need you in the zombie apocalypse to make it yourself. So that's good that you know that. That's a great skill to have.
Yeah. Purest colloids, and they got all different types. And obviously, it's if you have the metal version of this stuff, like the pure colloidal gold is good for your brain and cognitive function and things like that. Miso platinum and miso palladium and whatnot. These all have different benefits for the body. I ain't gonna get too much detail too, but they have a great information on the website and they break all that stuff down. But that's where I get I've been getting my colloidal silver from them for years. I give it to my dog. Anytime my dog has any kind of anything, because usually with dogs it's like bacterial or fungal, and she's straight right after it. The day or two goes by, I give her a couple of capful, daytime, morning, night, and she's good. I give it to the kids. Anytime the kids got a little something going on, I know they're gonna be good. It's colloidal silver. Kills the viruses and bacteria. Or it doesn't allow them.
That's a great price in a big bottle. So, bro, why are you holding out on me here? Why are you holding out on me?
Now. Because there's different colloidal silvers, because there's some of them are not good for you. The way that there's certain ones and there's a certain process, so you can't just like go to Google and get any one, because
don't go to like Walmart and buy colloidal silver.
No, it's adverse. This is real colloidal silver. Some people are taking the wrong colloidal silver and it's giving them health issues type thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But these are one of the medical secrets that they took away because they wanted us on pharmaceutical drugs, just like they took away the power of, hemp, and CBD and things of that nature. Colloidal silver was one of those things, but now it's back and for our benefit.
Facebook user, I don't know what you're asking about, but probably just message either Ricardo, myself, and I, and we will get you set up. We moving underground. We moving fast. You better be ready to run.
Or get back to the person that shared this video with you, because more than likely, if somebody shared this video with you, they're in position to help you get these assets at the best price, and probably some of the other things that we're involved in as well.
All right. Lace up, guys. Let's get wealthy. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.